I'm here with the winner, Derrick Lewis. Derrick, why'd you take your pants off?
My balls was hot.
I understand.
The only, the notorious
Forecast. I'm Joseph, the host of the UFC Forecast, and we're back for UFC Vegas 68. It's going down at the UFC Apex. Derrick Lewis, Serghei Spivac. Loaf, how was your layoff? 1 week off, little break.
It was good. Wish there was fights, but either way,
we got a card. Not the best card, but we got some good cards coming up. It's going to be a busy month here. We got 4 fight nights coming up. UFC 284 in Australia. Makhachev, Volkanovski. Loaf, who's your quick pick on that one?
I got Makhachev for sure.
You think he's getting it done?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'd say he had no problem. I think people think are high on Volkanovski, but I'm absolutely certain Islam's going to get him to the ground. I think he's capable on the feet against Volk, but I think he's going to go for the ground. He'll definitely get it done by submission, I'd say, probably again.
I agree with you. Next up after Australia, we got Marlon Vera and Corey Sandhagen. And after that one, there's another fight night in the works. Right now, it's Tatina Serraz, Montana De La Rosa, but Mike Malott and Johan Linessi's on that one. 2 Canadians. Loaf, who do you think's win that one?
I'd say Mike Malott's going to take that against Johan. Johan's good, but Mike Malott looked really good in his debut. And he has strong hands, got the knockout. So I'm going to go Mike Malott to get that one done.
Yep. Right. That's not bad. We're going to have to look into that one, though. Johan Linessi has a lot of power, but he gasses out in his fights. Mike Malott's a bit younger. I kind of agree with you there.
I'm excited to see Mike fight again.
Yeah,
he was real good.
Yeah, he looked real good his last fight. I think he got the finish, didn't he?
Yeah.
And hopefully that's a different main event for that one.
Next up, we're just going to talk about UFC 283 real quick. Unexpected for the main card. I mean, I did not expect Glover and Davidson to lose for sure.
Yeah, like I said, I was too heavy on Glover. Yeah. I was really exposed on that.
I knew Davidson possibly could lose. You know, he has lost before to Brandon, but I didn't expect Glover. I thought Glover was for sure going to get it done, but
yeah,
Jamal looked good. And good on Brandon Marino anyway. I mean, for sure. But Gilbert Burns, that was unreal. I thought that was going to go a little further, but Gilbert finished him really quick.
Yeah,
so
he
that
made
was
that
good.
look easy, man.
And also my lock of the week, the Bonfim brothers did pull through. I had Ismail and Gabriel. Ismail pulled through crazy good. I mean, that flying knee against Terrence was crazy.
Yeah. that was a good call going against Terrence. A lot of people had Terrence. I was on Terrence.
Ismail Bonfim looks like a future contender for sure.
Yeah, he does, man. He looks like the real fucking deal. And your lock of the week.
Yeah.
Gabriel Bonfim, man, got that finish. He avoided the power of Lizez. 40 seconds, man. Made it look easy as well.
Can't believe some people have
That's 6 in a row for you, bro. Like, you're on fire. Lock of the week this week. I don't even know who it is yet. That's going to be a treat for me. Yeah. You haven't told me who it is.
No.
I don't even know if you know who it is because it's going to be such a tricky card.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I don't really know many people on this card at all.
Yeah,
I think I know like 4 or 5 fighters.
There's 50% of them from Asia, so like we don't know much about these fighters, but we're going to do our best. We're going to try to make some money.
And quite a few of them, it's their first fight in the UFC as well.
Yeah, and this card was supposed to be in South Korea, but Korean Zombie, he's injured. He's not able to fight, so it's in Vegas. It's going to be a late card. It's at fucking 2 p.m. main card, 11 p.m.
2 a.m. main card?
2 a.m. main card, 11 p.m. for the prelims. I don't know if we're going to stay up for this one, but we're going to...
I am. Yeah. Derrick Lewis, man.
Derrick Lewis, yeah, I guess you gotta. We're going to have some drinks, I guess, stay up. So let's kick it off. Main event, Loaf. Derrick Lewis, Serghei Spivac, rescheduled. We're still on Derrick Lewis. I know we are. He has the power. Lots of knockouts. He's put lots of guys down, man, and he's lost to a lot of good guys recently. Sergey Pavlovich tied to Avasa. But Sergey Pavlovich doesn't have the same power as those guys. He's going to be a good wrestler. He's going to look to go to the ground. He has 4 takedowns. He's averaging. But I don't know if he's going to be successful with Derrick. If he gets in close, it could be one of these strikes that I'm going to put up. You know, he knocked out Chris Dawkins. Curtis Blades the same way. I think he gets it done here. Sprinkle some money on the knockout prop for Derrick Lewis. There's not much spots to bet on this card, and this is definitely one I'll be betting Derrick Lewis knockout. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree for sure. I think Derrick Lewis, he'll surprise a lot of people here. I know people think he does gas himself out pretty quick, And sometimes he is a little sloppy, but he does manage to beat really good people. I mean, he bet Curtis Blades and...
Did you see he's looking slim on the Instagram too? Like, he's been going for runs. Derrick Lewis looks in shape.
Shit. Well, like I said, either with Spivac, man, like the only way he wins is if he gets it to the ground, and I don't know. I think he'll try to go for there eventually. I think he will try to stand with Lewis for a few, and that won't be good for him.
No, it's not going to be good.
No, but I think Lewis is going to pull this one out. I think it's time for him to get a win. I think he'll get it done.
Yeah, like if Spivac shoots for that takedown, man, and gets caught, it's game over with Derrick Lewis, man. He has real power. It's fucking heavy shots, man, and
the guy has more knockouts than anybody in UFC history. So you know what I mean.
Spivac has two knockout losses too. He got knocked out by Aspinall, Walt Harris. You know, Derrick Lewis can get this one done.
With Lewis, it's a 50-50. He either catches people, knocks them out, or he gasses himself out. And I do think he'll catch Spivac.
And one stat I was looking at, he's won all 3 fights at the UFC Apex by knockout.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so he hasn't lost at the Apex. He's been handling the pressure good there. You got to think he gets this one done.
Next up, we got JeongYeong Jung versus Devin Clark. And this is one I was kind of... I'm kind of sketchy about. I didn't really want to bet on it, but I mean, I think JeongYeong Jung will get it done. He looks good. He did lose to Dustin Jacoby, but Dustin Jacoby had a good run there, so I feel like he'll come and get this one done. Devin Clark, he's nothing spectacular. I mean, he's not really overly powerful. He does do okay. I mean,
yeah, he's just scrappy.
I'd say JeongYeong Jung will get this one done.
Yeah, probably by a decision though. What do you think? Coming off the knockout loss, Devin Clark is scrappy. He went to the 3rd round with Osmot Mirzakhanov.
Yeah, it could be a decision.
JeongYeong Jung does have good power in his hands, but he dominated the wrestling against William Knight. He did knock out Kennedy Nzechukwu. Yeah, maybe he does get the knockout, man, against Devin Clark, but...
I don't know if I'd risk doing outcome.
Yeah, I wouldn't even risk the outcome, honestly.
I don't even know if I'd risk taking the
No.
fight. Honestly, I might just enjoy this one to watch.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to be throwing. It's going to be a good fight. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning the side down, Jung, just to win money line 140. Let's hit it. Next up, we got Marcin Tybura, Blagoy Ivanov. Ivanov's one tough fuck. He went the distance with Derrick Lewis, but I think Marcin Tybura is going to get this one done with the wrestling, likely by a decision. Blagoy's really tough, man. He has that hole in his chest, stab wound. Like, he's not getting finished. He just got a big win against Mirko Rodrigo de Lima by a decision. He always goes to the distance. For heavyweights, you know, over 2.5, go the distance. Marcin Tybura money line. That's what I like in this fight, love. But heavyweights, anything can happen. What are you leaning in this one?
I'm leaning definitely towards Marcin Tybura more, absolutely. He looked really good against Alexander Romanov, and Alexander Romanov is undefeated at that point and a great striker. So Marcin Tybura surprised a lot of people with that one. I honestly think Marcin Tybura is going to get the finish here, man. I really do think he'll get it done. I think
that was his big win his last fight.
Yeah, he looks really sharp again lately. He's starting to come back. I think Blagoy hasn't really faced anyone like him yet, so I'm definitely going Marcin Tybura. I'd say he'll finish this one. I think he will.
Yeah, he could. He has some submissions.
Yeah.
I could see the submission if he gets that, but Blagoy's tough on the feet,
and like
man.
the reach is 5 inches, the height is 4 inches. He's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
So I gotta go Tybura, man. He did really good last
Ivanov
fight.
will eat some strikes on the feet though, but yeah, submission for Tybura. Maybe on the final prediction show, we'll be sprinkling some money on that. That could definitely be a good play. Next up, Dooho Choi versus our Canadian Kyle Nelson. First, I was on Kyle Nelson, but I figured out Dooho Choi. He has 5 out of his 6 UFC fights, fight of the nights. He's got the bonus. Man, he's coming back after 3 years, military service. I want to see him get this one done. He had a tough fight with Charles Jourdain. He's fighting really good guys. Lost his last 3. They're all high-level quality guys, man. Like, Kyle Nelson, he is pretty good. Like, proved it against Jai Herbert there. But, like, I can't see him getting this done, Loaf.
No, I got Dooho Choi for sure, too. I don't see Kyle Nelson getting it done. Dooho Choi is really good. He went to round 2 of Charles Jourdain. Charles Jourdain's also very good, so he has good experience, a lot of good fights under him, and I think he'll easily get done against Kyle Nelson, man. I think Kyle Nelson just doesn't have the same. I think his kids are gonna have a lot more speed, a lot more accuracy.
Yeah,
and I feel like he might actually knock out Kyle Nelson.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, but if not, decision, right? But
yeah. And make sure to smash that like button, suplex the subscribe button. We really appreciate that support. Next up, we got Yusaku, Kinoshita, Adam Fugitt. Loaf, can you pronounce that one better?
Redo that. Yeah, we'll redo that. I'll do this one.
Okay.
Next up, we got Yusaku Kinoshita versus Adam Fugitt. And his name, fuck it, sounds like fuck it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Fuck it against
I'm going to
Kinoshita.
get Kinoshita, man, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
has a lot of finishes. I think all 6 are finishes, if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure
Check
they
some
are.
of them out on YouTube, man. This guy's dangerous.
Yeah, he is really good striking, man. And I just see him getting it done for sure. I mean, a 6-inch reach advantage for Adam is a little concerning, but I feel like he'll be able to close that distance. He looks very good, so I'm going to go Yusaku Kinoshita.
This is a close fight. Adam Fuggett's pretty tough. Fought Michael Morales, went to round 3, Loaf, man. But Kinoshita, he's the real deal. I agree with you. Looking at the tape on YouTube, man.
The age difference, too.
The age difference, he's going to be younger, faster. He's a brawler, man. Like, I seen him stomp a guy holding the cage. That one was a no contest, though. He didn't get the win in that one, but he's a good fighter, man. Someone to look out for. On the main card, it's good to see. He's one of my favorite Asian fighters. Check him out on YouTube, seriously. This guy's the real deal.
Next up, we got Jeka Saragih versus Anshul Jubli.
Road to the UFC. This is the first one. Lightweight bout.
Yeah, I this one's a really close fight, even in the odds. I got Jeka Saragih, though. I mean, This guy has a lot more experience, a lot of notable wins. He's got some good finishes. And Anshul, his last one was a split decision. He has his couple decisions, and one of them was split. So I got to go with the guy that has more experience, more finishing capability. I got to go with Jeka Saragih to get this one done, probably by finish.
Great price right now, $190. I agree with you. I think he gets the finish. A lot of these road to the UFC guys, like, they're probably going to get the finish, Loaf. They want to prove something here. Yeah. It's the final fight. You know, someone's going to get the contract. Under 2.5, over 1.5, smash that. I'm going with Jeka Saragih in this one. We don't know much about them, but looking at SureDog
I remember watching Anshul's fight against Kung Pro-Yo Kim. I remember watching that, and that Pro-Yo Kim guy was a huge favorite. I think he had like 20 fights, honestly, compared to 6 or 5-0.
So it's good competition that he's fighting. He's from India.
Yeah, Kyung Po is really good, like really good. And I remember them saying that.
Yeah, like, this is a close fight, man. Like, I don't know who's going to win.
But then again, like I said, Jeka Saragih, I feel like he's just probably going to have a little more power.
Yeah,
and,
his hands look fucking good, man. He has a lot of knockouts.
Yeah.
First round,
got the round 1 in the road.
He had a spinning fucking fist.
Yeah, spinning back fist.
Spinning back fist, like, fuck, man.
Yeah, I say he'll get it done.
Yeah, this guy's going to mix it up. Hopefully get it done. Under 2.5, like I said, is a safe bet on all these fights. Next up, we got JeongYeong Lee against Yi Zha. Yi has a lot of experience, man. 21-3. 26 years old, a little bit younger too. You know, big underdog. Loaf's on the edge of his seat looking to take this guy. And
I'm already saying it, but I'm going him for underdog of the week for sure. I mean, this guy's experience is unreal. It does have some finishes. He can win by the finish or the decision. He has a lot of experience. I mean, a record like 21-3 against an 11-1. I gotta go with Yi Zha to surprise people here, man.
Looking at the semifinal, like, seeing the knockout, like, a lot of people are probably gonna think he's really good, but, like, Yi's probably fighting really good guys. Split decision again.
JeongYeong Lee looks absolutely shredded, though.
Yeah, he is shredded. He has really good hands, man. Like,
it's gonna be
close
for sure. But I mean, if an underdog is gonna hit for me, the one that I can pick, it's gonna be easy.
Yeah, the last road to the UFC final fight was even money. This one's 275. We might as well sprinkle something on it. He has a lot of experience, but, like, don't bet most of these. Don't put too much on them.
Yeah,
like
I said, like, I don't even, if I do bad this week, like, I wouldn't be surprised because I don't really know many of these people.
Yeah, I'm not going heavy after UFC 283. I'm going to wait for UFC 284.
284, yeah.
Yeah, that's our comeback fight card. Next up, we got Toshiomi, Kazama, Rinya, Nakamura. Nakamura, 125. This is another guy I think I could parlay on this fight night, though. I think he's the real deal, 6-0. I can't see him losing in this one. This is another guy, like, a lot of knockouts. If you go look on YouTube, you can probably find some of his finishes. I think he gets this one done against Kazama. He has 2 losses already, like... You're agreeing on this one. I know you are.
No,
you like the undefeated fighters.
Well, not even that, man. Like, I saw this guy's highlights, too.
Yeah.
And he just looks, I think he looks more of a killer for sure. Like,
Yeah.
He just looks ready to go. I mean, like Ryan said, a lot of finishes, too.
This guy and Kinoshita on a parlay. 2 killers, man. I think they both hit.
And,
for
like,
sure.
the odds speak for themselves. People
Yeah.
think it's going to be Rinya, and I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Big time.
Next up, we got SeungGuk Choi versus HyunSung Park. I'm actually surprised how good I'm doing with these names. I thought I'd be screwing them up. But
I've been fucking them up.
anyway,
Doing
6-1 versus 7-0. This is one I'm kind of sketchy on because I don't really know either of these fucking guys,
man,
and
this
they're
one's
both and their
sketchy.
records are close. And I mean, the odds are a little bit close too, not too far apart like some of them. But I mean, if I'm gonna side with someone, I'm obviously gonna side with HyunSung Park. Sorry. I'm obviously going to side with him. He's got a little height, little reach. He won his last one by a finish. The other guy won it by decision. The other guy's 6-1. He's 7-0. I got to go HyunSung Park if I'm leaning towards anybody.
Yeah, like I don't know much about these guys, but SeungGuk Choi, he's with the Korean Zombie camp. You know, he could be getting good experience in there. He's an underdog, 250. It's going to be a close one. I might sprinkle a bit of money on him. I'll have to look into it, though, man. Yeah, this is a close fight. I don't know what to do on this one, man. I'd likely pass under 2.5, like I said again, man.
Yeah.
Under 2.5 is a good play on all these. On road to the UFC finals,
Yeah.
smash that. Even 1.5, like it could go under 1.5. Like it could be early finishes. Some of them have first round finishes.
I'd say
First round subs, first round knockouts.
HyunSung Park and SeungGuk Choi would definitely be under 2.5
Yeah,
anyway.
definitely 2.5, safe. Like safe.
Next up, we got JeongYeong Kim versus Mandy Bohm.
Big underdog, Mandy Bohm.
And I like the underdog in this, man. I don't
kinda
know why
like her
she's.
too.
I don't know why she's so big of an underdog. I mean, yes, JeongYeong Kim has fought some pretty good people, Jocelyn Edwards and a few other notable names. But
She's on a 4-fight losing streak.
that's
though.
what I mean. And her record, man. I mean, 2 draws, 6 losses. She almost
fucking horrible.
between her losses and draws, it's almost as much as her wins.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't go with her against Mandy Bohm. Mandy Bohm
No.
was 7-1 when she came to the UFC. People thought that she was going to have that fight, but Victoria did pull it out pretty good. And I got to go Mandy Bohm to bounce back here and put on a show.
Yeah. Yeon Kim, she's losing to good girls, but she's not getting the wins. Like, she's a favorite here. That kind of scares me. I want to sprinkle some money on the underdog. But, you know, she's due for a win, though.
Yeah. One thing I'm going to look up is how much output they throw, too. Because if JeongYeong Kim does throw a lot of output,
She does. She's good on the feet.
I'll maybe switch
She's good
on
on the feet,
Friday,
man.
but I'll have to take a look at it. But right now, I'm going Mandy
Like,
Bohm.
I'm scared she's going to keep it on the feet. Like, Mandy Bohm has a 76% takedown defense. It's likely going to stay on the feet. And if so, I think JeongYeong Kim might be a little bit better. Like, she fought Jocelyn Edwards, a very good striker. It was a split decision.
Yeah. It's going to be close. I don't
It's
know.
going to be close. She could win this one. Definitely, like, don't bet too much on Mandy Bohm. $3 underdog women's fight. Like, don't even bet it, honestly.
No.
Next up, we got Junyong Park, Denis Tululian. I've been looking at Denis Tululian all week, like, on my bye week here, like, looking for an underdog. This could be my guy. He has power in the hands. He's training with Russians, man. He had a really good fight before Jamie Pickett, too, man. Kizraev, undefeated, 14-0. Like, no one wanted to fight him, and Denis Tululian did. But he finished Jamie Pickett by knockout. I think he's going to finish this one by knockout again against Junyong Park. Junyong Park on the feet. He's all right. He's pretty well-rounded. He's a good fighter. Better on the ground. He's a good wrestler. Got a submission in his last one against Joseph Holmes, another grappler. But Denis Tululian's going to keep this one on the feet, Loaf, and I think he's going to get that knockout. I really do. Underdog of the week.
I'm going to disagree with you here. I'm going to go JeongYeong Park. I mean, JeongYeong Park, he took an absolute slaughtering against Gregory Rodriguez. I couldn't
Gregory
believe.
just lost, though, in the first round.
But if you look at the size difference between Gregory and Denis and the power difference as well with Gregory, I mean,
Denis has power, though, man.
I just don't think it'll happen, man. I think JeongYeong Park's going to get that sub again. I think he's going to be able to get him to the ground and get that sub.
That is a good bet,
He's a
too,
strong
submission-wise.
dude, man. He can take a beating, and I think he'll be able to get it there. Joseph Holmes is also very good. Joseph Holmes had a lot of submissions, and he was able to submit Joseph Holmes himself. So
Yeah. You only can take a beating for so long, though.
yeah.
And then eventually you're going to crack, like Gregory Rodriguez. He just got finished.
And Dennis very well could when he has a 4-inch reach advantage. And
Yeah.
good height, too. So, I mean, he definitely could, but JeongYeong Park's an animal. I got to go JeongYeong Park.
Fair enough. Cheers. Should we do a shoey bet on that one, or like a...
No.
I'm taking the underdog. You won't do a shoey bet?
No.
Last time you had the underdog.
I realized that was just a disgusting thing to do. Next up, we got Tatsuya Taira versus Jesus Aguilera. And you know what?
Biggest favorite on the card.
People are going to be fucking with me here. I'm going Jesus Aguilera for lock of the week.
Jesus Christ.
550 underdog. People are going to think that's crazy, but I mean, this guy put on a show in Dana White Contender Series. He was
5'4".
He was also a huge underdog in the Contender Series fight
Yeah.
against Erickson Ferreira, who Erickson Ferreira was undefeated, a monster. And Jesus Aguilera was able to get that one done. I mean,
He has a lot of submissions, man.
yeah, I mean, like 8-inch reach advantage is a little concerning. I
this
just seen the 8-inch reach. That's a bit concerning.
Yeah.
And Tatsuya is also undefeated, 12-0.
Biggest favorite on the card, too.
But I mean, like,
These big favorites aren't losing lately.
I gotta go with Jesus,
Something tangling
man.
about Jesus, eh?
I mean,
He did look good in his Contender Series.
think about
but-
all the people that we like. Who was that one to? Oh fuck, man.
This one likely goes to the ground, though.
Who was that guy? I remember that came right to USC and we bet on him hard, and he was around this weight, and fucking, people were talking about how good the kid was and striking and stuff, and he was like 8-1 or 9-1, and we had him hard.
Fuck.
And he lost by decision, wasn't able to get him out. I can't forget his fucking name, but it just reminds me of a fight like this, man.
It wasn't
It reminds me of where I'm thinking.
Was it
It was Zell fucking. It was Zell Hubler. Yes,
Daniel Zell.
it reminds me of a Zell Hubler fight, man. Absolutely. That I'm thinking Tatsuya here has absolute. Oh, he's going to get it for sure. And then out of nowhere, Jesus Aguilera just starts peppering him. So I gotta go with Jesus Aguilera, man. I think he's looks really good. I don't know why people are doubting him so hard.
Tara's #1 in Japan. Both of them are really good on the ground. I think if it goes to the ground, like, it's going to be close, but
Yeah, like Tatsuya Taira shines on the ground. If he's not able to
Yeah.
submit Jesus Aguilera, which I don't think he'll be able to, then it's going to be a problem because Aguilera is really good striking as well.
yeah. 550, yeah, that's definitely a good play.
I'm going it, man. I know people are going to think I'm nuts, but I'm going it. A lot of favorites on this card. I feel like this is going to be the one that upsets a lot of people.
I kind of agree with you.
First
Like,
fight of
Tatsuya
the
Tara's only
night.
22, but like my underdogs aren't hitting. But I'm taking Dennis Talulian. Maybe that's the one that doesn't hit. Okay. Jesus Aguilera. If I take another underdog, that one could hit. But some of these underdogs, Loaf, I think are gonna hit. It's such a sketchy card. It was supposed to be in South Korea. It's gonna be a late card. These fighters aren't gonna
I'm
be
about
like,
to risk a 6-fight win streak lock here, too, on a
You're gonna-
550.
Jesus Christ. On G.
If I hit it, though, it's going to be unreal.
All right. Well, you mentioned it.
I
Lock and dog of the
already
week.
know there's a good chance I'm going to lose that 6 streak, but I'm going for it, man.
You mentioned it. Lock and dog of the week. Who you got? Who you got for your lock?
I got Jesus Aguilera for my lock,
Holy fuck.
and for my underdog.
Risking the biscuit.
Fuck,
You're risking the
who was my
biscuit.
underdog?
Okay, while you think about that, my lock of the week is Rinya Nakamura. Prelims. He gets this one done. Undefeated, 6-0. That's a safe play for me. I thought you were going to take him, so I'm going to grab him.
Jump in real quick. My underdog is Zai.
Zai.
Yeah.
Well, I was done anyways, so Zai. And
That's
these-
my underdog. 275.
And I'm doing these all on the spot. Usually we think of them ahead of time, but my underdog, Dennis Talulian. I already mentioned that. Dennis Talulian, let's get it. I can't take Jesus your lock, so I'm taking Dennis Talulian. Gets it done by knockout. It's going to be a tough fight against the Iron Turtle. Make sure to stay tuned for the Friday show, post-weigh-in face-off show. Final predictions. We're going to have our best bets out there. Parlay, parfaits.
You gotta put the mortgage on the Jesus Aguilera.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. Wait for UFC 284. Make sure to smash the like button, suplex the subscribe button. Really appreciate that support. One more drink. Cheers. Let's get this. Till Friday.